Hey, it's Lisa Robbin Young, and it's a hot, sweaty day after Memorial Day, and I'm shooting this video because I wanted you guys to get a little more clarity around what we're talking about in P to the fourth power, the 4 building blocks of financial success that Teresa and Romaine and I are putting together in this 12-week program. And I'm excited to share this with you because I think this is something that no one else has really kind of taken on. You know, we get a lot of training on booking, selling, and recruiting, but we don't really get a lot of training on you're building a business, how do you handle your finances? Should you be spending that money buying more stuff for your kit, even though it's on a great discount? Or are there money management techniques that you can use to actually improve your bottom line, increase your cash flow? And that's just the strategy side of what we're talking about in this program. I mean, Teresa and I went around the block a couple of times having conversations about, well, will it be 3 Ps or 4 Ps or 5 Ps? And ultimately we decided on 4 because power, prosperity, and a plan with profits is what's going to give you peace of mind. So I want to talk a little bit about each of the 4 Ps so that you have some more clarity, because I know we're going to be starting the program soon and I want you guys to know whether or not this is something that you need. The first P that we talk about is power. And that's not biscuits and gravy. I mean, that's empowerment, giving yourself back the power over your life, your financial situation. It's not waving a magic wand and making all your problems disappear. That's the farthest thing from what we're doing here. It's giving you ruthless honesty, and Teresa hates that word. She doesn't like me to use ruthless honesty, but that's who I am. Ruthless honesty, crystal clarity about what your situation is. And when I say ruthless, it's because I don't want you to be, I want you to have no confusion. And that's not something we can give you. It's something that has to come out of your empowerment. You have to be willing to take the step and look at the situation and go, oh my gosh, I have been empowering this person, in the wrong way. I've been enabling this other person to do things that are driving me crazy. I've not been running my business like a real business, and now I want to make a change. We want to help you get your power back over your financial situation, over your business situation, over your life situation. And again, it's not something we can do to you. It's something that comes through what you're trying to accomplish when you get honest with yourself. And the second P is prosperity. And this is something that Teresa is brilliant, brilliant at, because prosperity isn't just about having a lot of money. Sometimes it's not having any money and still being in a mindful space of gratitude and plenty and abundance and loving the space that you're in, even if it's not the perfect scenario that you want. And Teresa can speak to this much more eloquently than I can, which is why I'm so glad she said yes, she was going to be a part of this program and we could work together on this. Because for as solid as I think I can handle teaching you the brass tacks and the plan, which we're about to get to, the strategies and the tips and the techniques, she brings a whole nother dynamic to this process of, you can know all this stuff, but if you can't sit in the space of being successful, if you can't sit comfortably in the space of your own empowerment and be grateful and share yourself and not be tight-fisted holding on to everything, but be willing to open up your hands so that people can give you and you can receive and you can give and they can receive, you miss the prosperity piece of the puzzle. Because if you're always in a mindset of take, and I gotta do so that I can feed you miss out on what it means to be prosperous, the total picture of prosperity. Money is a component of prosperity, but there's so much more to it that we don't always see because we've got our head down and we're focused on that bottom line. The third P is the plan. You can have this great mindset and you can be hopeful and grateful and willing, but if you don't know what to do, you're not going to be able to do it very well. So you've got to have a plan. And I don't want you guys thinking, oh my gosh, financial plan and, spreadsheets and oh my gosh, and headaches for the next 4 months. That's not what we're talking about here. There are some key numbers that you need to know in your business in order to know whether or not you're doing well or you need to improve. If you're not tracking those numbers, if you're not keeping tabs on those numbers on a fairly regular basis, you could think you're flying high and come to the end of the year and look at your tax return and go, wow, how did I not make any money this year? That's when you have the expensive hobby. So there are some things that we're going to teach you on how to know when you're actually profitable, not just from a perspective of, well, I made more than I spent this month, but overall, are you running a profitable business? And when I talk about profitable, I don't just talk about dollars in and dollars out. Profitable to me is that whole everything you invest, time, energy, money, talent, skills, etc., you're getting a return on that. And so are your clients. So that's what I talk about when I talk about a profitable business. And we want to give you a plan to help you get there. And then lastly, profits, okay? Profits is how you know you have a business that's not an expensive hobby. And I want you guys to be able to see that you don't have to be at the top of your pay scale in your company to have a profitable business, to be making money that is going to support a lifestyle. You know, I have clients who are not at the top of their pay scale who are earning consistently 5 figures a month. And they're quite happy with the profit that they're earning. I have clients who are not at the top of their pay scale in their company and they're making a solid 4 figures a month or even 3 figures a month, and they're happy with that and they're good with that and they have a prosperity mindset for that. But they're making a profit, which is something that they haven't been doing for the last 5, 10, 15 years in their business. We want to be able to help you achieve similar results. When you put those 4 building blocks together, it gives you a peace of mind. Think about, close your eyes and just imagine for a moment what it would be like. And I'll do this with you, okay? You're looking at your business over the last 4 months. And you've never felt so good about where you're at. Things aren't perfect, but you've got a plan in place. You can see that your right customers are coming into your business and they love working with you and you love working with them. And you feel good about the steps that you're making to build a foundation for your business. And things are solidifying under you. You've got cash flow and it's positive and you're actually turning a profit because you've got a plan in place and you are so grateful for the peace and the space and you feel like finally you have some power over your situation again. That's what we're trying to convey to you in Peter the Fourth. I mean, this is an exponential development, one thing on top of another. It's not linear. It's not you get this and then you get a little bit of stuff. I've seen it time and again. When we're working with clients, that one little piece comes in and boom, there's this huge shift in their mindset or in their income or in their outlook. And that's what we're trying to do in this program. So if you haven't had an opportunity to look at the program, I encourage you to do so, but also be mindful of the 4 Ps in your business. Where are you feeling empowered? Where are you not feeling empowered? And what can you do to change that? Where do you feel like you have this mindset of abundance? What feels like it's stifling you? And how do you change that? Do you have a plan to move from where you are to where you want to be? And if not, how do you change that? And do you have profits in your business? If you don't, what are you doing to change it? That's what I want you to think about, regardless of whether or not you join us in the program. I would love to have you. Teresa would love to have you. We would love to have you. But you need to get the clarity on those things in your life, in your business. And if this resonates with you, we would love for you to come join us on this 12-week adventure. But if it doesn't resonate with you or the timing's just not right for you, that's great. Think about these 4 Ps and think about how they apply to your business, your life, and give yourself some peace of mind back today by addressing those 4 building blocks in your business.